Heyo, how is it going? Hello, welcome everyone who's here. Remember, today we're speaking English, so put your English hats on and let's go. Hopefully this will be a quick stream where I'm gonna try to show you how to do videos with, how to get started making videos with React. To be honest, I know very little about React. I've been trying to learn, but it's not my strong suit. So if you know more about React than me, just... Oh, I think the music is too loud. Okay, that's probably better. Okay, so again, welcome everyone, ladies and gentlemen and non-binary people. Welcome to the stream. Audio is too high, I can barely hear you. Yeah, that's... I already fixed that, hopefully. Please let me know if that's better. Cool. Thank you. I think it should be good. We should be good to go. So what are we doing today? Today I'm gonna try to show you how to do videos with create videos with React. Again, as I was saying, I am not an expert. I am not a qualified React developer. So just bear with me. If you know more about React than me, feel free to criticize me. Because of course I'm gonna make some stupid mistakes. But that's good because I am here to learn. And to show you this new tool that I will be using to create videos. So yeah, I mean, let's just jump in. Thanks, Caro, for telling me about my silly mistake with the music. So what are we going to do? So I have this. I've been working all afternoon into getting this to work. What I'm going to be creating today, my aim today is to create some nice sort of like banners for my YouTube and Twitch streams where I can show you my social networks, and it will be something like this. So this is made using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Obviously this is horrible, but still gets the job done, right? As you can see, there is a slider over here, but I want to animate this slide. I want to perform this animation and save it as a video, and that's where Remotion comes in. It's a great tool that is going to allow us to basically create videos using React and using our extensive knowledge about CSS, JavaScript and so on, using as I said, React. So let's just go to the getting started page and I'll give you a little tour about, let's just close this, a little tour about what the hell is this that we're doing, right? So the first thing that we need to do is open the console, and the documentation says, I mean, obviously you need to install ffmpeg here, and you need to install Node.js. Just in case someone wants to have a look at the tool, it's called Remotion.dev. That's how you can access it. But yeah, I mean, we need to start with npm init video. Let's just copy this over here. And it's gonna ask me some questions about the name of my project. This one is going to be social banners. This code is not available in GitHub repository yet, but it will be. It will be. I'll put it available for everyone to have a look at. So now it's complaining about something. Maybe because of the hyphen. Let's do npm init video. Oh, great. Let me see, what's the name of the project? Command fail with exit code. I was literally working on this today. But yeah, let's just try to find out what happened here. That's where it when my little expertise about npm comes in very handy, because I don't know what to do other than the system cannot find it, other than googling, which is just great. Don't you love it when it happens? Command fail with exit code. Let's just clean the cache. Let's see if that's gonna help us. If there is anyone out there that's able to help. Okay, so even cleaning the cache causes some error. Integrity mismatches, data extract from cache, guaranteed to be valid. Yeah, let's just force everything and see if it doesn't end up killing completely the stream and the purpose of it, and then we'll have to switch to something else. And this will be like fake advertising. Let's just give it another try. Okay. No, still doesn't like me doing this. And system cannot find this file specified. Don't you love it when this happens? npm error. It looks like you might have defined strat, but I don't have any script. Oh god. Okay, let's see if it's just let's see what might have gone wrong. Remotion. But yeah, I mean, it would be nice if there would be more people that know about npm than me. I suppose need to npm. Maybe something went wrong with my package installation or something. Npm install .p. Let's see if this works. Complete list of these. Just try to see what went wrong over here. Sorry, this is not what I was expecting. God. Well, I didn't want this stream to become let's debug node stream. npm. Let's just try to do it over here. Quite sure what the reason could be. See again. Oh my god. I don't understand is why he's using the well, I'm really sorry everyone. This is not what I was expecting. Well, we're here to practice English at least. You can see my meltdown completely live. So it seems it's trying to move a file from one place to the other, but what happens if I delete this npm cache? I'm not sure I should be doing this, but let's just give it a try. Why not? Now do npm init video. Yes, install whatever you need to install. And now it seems it has installed the missing stuff. So let's just give it another try. npm init video. Okay, this is, hopefully this will work. Hopefully. Social banners. Okay, finally. So it seems the cache was broken. Hello, Randy Lee. Hello, welcome to the live session of Meltdown. Basically, that's what we're doing today. Everything is broken, but we managed to fix some stuff, which is good. So let's just wait for this to finish installing the packages. So how is everyone doing after seeing my failures being streamed? Okay, so there we go. So now we managed to get this working. So yeah, I mean, it says we can just cd into our brand new folder called social banners, and from here we can do npm start, and this is going to do some fancy stuff. It's gonna launch a web page where you can see it's sort of like a live editor where we can see what our animation is doing. So this is sort of like the default template, right? You can play it here, and you can see, right? This is going to be your video, how it's gonna end up looking like. And again, I'm not an expert. I'm just here to try to show you what I've been doing. Why am I doing this in the first place? And hopefully you'll get something interesting out of this. Right, so on this side you can see there is something called hello world, something called logo, and something called title. As far as I understand, these things are called compositions. So we have this composition that is just the logo, which is like sort of like this nice atom over there. We have another just called title, and finally we have this very fancy one called hello world. Right, so where do we see that? Where we can see that? So if we go to social banners, we go to video, you'll see that we have some React components and some, as far as I understand, this is a functional component. If my lessons with Adrian had been, I mean, they have been successful actually. I've learned quite a lot from him. So this is a functional component. We're using TypeScript, by the way. So here's our first composition, right? We have composition. It was, the ID was hello world. Let me just bring this up as well. Get to the side. Put this one to the side. So we have a first composition and it's called hello world, right? So this is our composition over here. We have another composition called logo, which is that one down here. And we have this one, the second one, or the third one, sorry, that is called title. Obviously, if we just remove one of these, since it's performing the hot reloading, the composition will disappear from this side. And what I'm going to do right now is just basically get rid of all this. We don't really care about those extras compositions. We're only gonna focus on this one. I'm just gonna leave that name, hello world, by default. I don't really mind right now. Again, we're just here to experiment stuff, right? We just need to mess around with stuff. So what I'm gonna be trying to do, again, for those who arrived and then left when everything failed, thanks for jumping off the ship. I will remember that. But for those who are still here, this is what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna try to create some banners for my live streams, and I'm gonna try to reproduce this, but using Remotion. Okay, so let's get started with that. Let's move this to the side. Again, so I'm just gonna basically, I won't delete all this. I'm just gonna start modifying it, and then I will delete whatever it's not necessary. So we have hello world, which is our first composition, right? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to remove these sequences. And again, let me just show you what is going to happen with my video over here when I delete the sequences. So we have each one of these squares, each one of these blue squares over here, down here. This is a sequence. In Remotion, we call this a sequence. I mean, I don't really know anything. So this is a sequence, right? And again, as you can see, if we jump back to the code, there are three sequences. One of them is the logo, one of them is the title, and one of them is the subtitle. So let's say we remove this sequence with the subtitle. And if we go back here, we'll see it disappears. It just vanishes, right? And if we delete this, again, it's just going to vanish. So we are gonna end up just with the logo. So by this time, we have deleted both the title, so we don't need this file anymore. And we don't need the subtitle either. We don't need that anymore. Okay. So let's say, let me just start by creating a class that is going to hold the information for my my banner, my card. New file, socialcard.tsx, and again, how to create a class TypeScript. Basically, because I keep forgetting about that. Okay, so very easy to create. Does anyone know TypeScript? Are you an expert in TypeScript? Please let me know if I'm doing something that I shouldn't be doing. So let's now call this social card. This is going to have text. Sorry, no. It's going to have text. And this is going to be a string. This is going to have color. And this is going to be a string as well. And this is going to have an icon. And this one, surprisingly, is going to be yet another string. So that's good enough. Let's just modify the constructor so that it has all the parameters that we're gonna need. I mean, hopefully this is interesting for anyone after the meltdown. Just let me know if you found this interesting. I was going to do this anyway, so I thought I might as well just jump it and do it live. And obviously, I mean, if you want to chat there in English, feel free to do so. Or if you just here for the music, just tell me to increase the music and increase the volume and shut up. Social card is defined but never used. Yeah, we're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that. We don't need this to receive any sort of like argument, so we're gonna remove this. We're gonna remove this structuring stuff from here. We are actually not going to need this anymore, so this should be gone. Additionally, now I suppose this should be gone as well. This is complaining because I just deleted those things from there, those items. So let's just might as well just get rid of this. So we need more. We don't need more style in here. So gone. And obviously we're gonna get rid of logo anyways very soon. But let's just focus on what's important for now. So we have social card, right? Let's just import from social card, and from here we need to import fine. Why are you complaining? Do I need to do like an export or something like that? I know someone is gonna come and tell me I'm doing crazy stuff. Export default social card, so hopefully that's going to solve all my problems. There we go. That's it. Let's just create an array. Social networks, and this is going to be a social card array that is going to have new social card. And let's say we're gonna create one for Twitter, which is at EO exception. We're gonna this color is going to be, let's say it's just going to be blue for now. And this is going to be, the icon is going to be Twitter. Okay, that's it. Let's just add another one for Discord. And the Discord is tcsg.dev/discord. And let's say this is going to be purple, maybe. Let's just do it red. Red for now, just so that we can later, we can see the difference. And this is going to be called Discord. Okay, so good enough so far. So now what we're going to do here is basically perform a map. Social networks dot map social network, and here we're just gonna create as many sequences as social networks we have here. Something went wrong with this map. Okay, I'm doing it wrong. The parentheses shouldn't go there. The parentheses should be here, if I'm not mistaken. And obviously, just add. I remember Adrian saying something about not using index here, but let's just use it, and let's just use this so that we have some sort of value. So now if we go here, you can see that there is literally nothing happening. But why is that? Why is that? So we have two social networks. Okay, never mind. Let's just keep on trucking. We're not gonna use this logo anymore, so we might as well get rid of it. Hello world, so goodbye logo, and by removing logo we can basically remove all of this. We don't care about the arc, we don't care about the atom, we don't care about anything. We don't care about the hello world thing itself. Let's add a new file, card.tsx, and in here is where we're gonna start using we're we're just gonna create another component. I'm just gonna copy this over from here, and this is going to be card. This now is going to receive some arguments, which is going to be, and this is going to be a social card. And the body or the actual component is going to be very, very similar to what we have in here, to this piece of code that I have over here. That for some reason I cannot copy. How come? Wait, is that what you're doing, CodePen? Are you not gonna let me copy code from there? Okay, so there we go. So I copy this code from directly from my CodePen over here, right? So because I want each card is going to have both of these two things. And here we have to return an empty component. This is going to be class name, because remember, React doesn't like using class. Why is this complaining? Self-closing. Okay, just don't complain that much. Idea React friend. And obviously we're gonna destructure this first card. And from here you can see we can start using, let's say, can use first card dot text maybe. Okay, just don't complain that much. Let's just make React happy, okay? Or at least the strict of React. And okay, so now we don't have logo, right? So that's gone. But now we have our very nice and new component called card from card. I suppose I have to. This is what still oh my god, where did you disappear? Card, and now we can just basically use our brand new card over here. First card is going to be social network, and we can just basically close this. And let's see what we have over here for now. I have the feeling this stopped reacting, so what I'm going to do is kill the server and start it over again. Okay. From 0 duration in frames, background color white. Okay, so just to make sure it is working. Fun. Style, and here we can just do something like color and do first. Color, and let's just pass in this text, and what I'm waiting to see is if we get that text shown in the screen. Well, no, not yet. Wondering what am I'm doing something wrong. Hello world TSX. I don't need this. I have this feeling that something is going. a bit wrong because I have, in this hello world, I have 2 social networks, social card. And then I'm basically creating a sequence for each one of them. I should have at least 3 of those sequences over here. Okay, I think new line before. Okay, so I'm gonna divide this, the time of my sequences. Let's say const duration. Let's just call this sequence duration, and then just pass that on. No, not IDs, IDX. Good. And I still don't get the 3 sequences to appear. Just investigate some more. Oh my god, this is such a mess in it. Well, at least I hope everyone's learning some nice English from here. Someone's taking some good knowledge about the English language. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm making a silly mistake. Very, very dumb mistake. So I am not returning the sequence. You see what I'm doing here? Since this is the open bracket, I need to return this. That was my mistake. Now I realize that. See, everyone's learning here. Everyone is learning. So now if I jump back here, I can see that now I have 3 sequences. Hey Wilbert, oh well, I'm sorry. I hope my English is good enough. Should I speak slower? Should I speak faster to make it a bit improve the experience for you a little bit more? But yeah, I mean, just tell me if there is anything I can do. Maybe speak lower or without. I don't have a different accent, but I have something. You can just try something. Don't you worry. Let's just create another one. Yeah. So how is it going? Where are you from? Are you from Mexico? Or are you from some other place? I mean, now it seems we're on the right track over here with the code. Yeah, I mean, I fixed my dumb mistakes. You're from Mexico? Cool. Welcome to the stream. Off the rails, I would say. I'm from Mexico as well. I mean, I'm not sure if you know, but I was born in Mexico City. From Oaxaca. Nice. Very nice state. Are you from the coast or? Well, that might be too much information, but yeah. What I'm going to do now is to copy these styles over to a file called card.css. Yeah, where do you practice Spanish? Where do you practice English? I mean, do you practice very often? How does that work for you? Okay, so I mean, you can see that there is something going on over there, right? Let me just... I don't know how to modify this. Definitely, I mean, let me just play this, and if I put the magnifier, you can see there is some stuff going up here, right? And basically each one of these cards is a different animation, and when we cycle through them, it changes, right? Okay, so it seems now, I promise, it seems we're on the right track over here. So just don't get angry, don't get annoyed with me. I am doing as best as I can. So now it's time to bring all these calculations over here. So let me just show you something. Let's say, let's just increase this font size. And let's just set this font size to 4 AM, which is hopefully will look massive, not so big. I practice with children's movies. Well, yeah, I mean that's a great tool, because obviously books for children's and all those sort of things are written in a less formal English, more like an introductory level. So yeah, I mean it's a good practice to it's a good way to practice. I used to practice with Harry Potter movies. I was so in love with Harry Potter movies. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a good idea. Good idea that you're doing that. Where am I? Well, thanks for you for calling me professor. I am from Mexico City originally. I was born there. I was sort of like raised there, which is very nice. So what are we seeing here? So as you can see, there is a hook. Now I know these are called hooks, a React hook that is called use current frame, and this is going to return an ID, a number, sorry, with the current frame that our sequence is running on. So let me just pause this. So our first frame is going to start at 0, and as we move up and down the slide, you can see up here the number is changing, right? So this sequence is comprised of 50 frames, right? And then when we jump to the next one, we start at 0 again, back at 0 and back at 0 and 50, and then we restart the sequence, right? So that's how we access the frames of the current sequence. Just be clear, this is about the current sequence. It's a sensei for me. That's from, sounds very karate. That sounds from like Kodekai. That's where I learned React, in Kodekai. Which is very nice and fun. Let's just get these two variables. Our card will need to have a height and a width. Card width, and this is going to be video config. Again, we're using another hook over here that is called video config, that is going to allow us to enter the... Okay, bye-bye, Wilbert. Enjoy your class. Hopefully it will be far better than this one. I wish you the best. Hopefully I'll see you again. We can chat more. Hi Coderol, I hope this is being useful for anyone other than me. How can I access the video config with Again, let's just jump back to the documentation. And reference, we need to go to reference, we need to go to use video config, and we can see that there is some properties that are going to be very useful for us: width and height. Const card a, and this is going to be video config dot height. I actually don't. I still struggle to pronounce this stupid word. I know this one is width, but this one is like height. English doesn't make any sense sometimes. But that's it. We have that over there. Again, since I made this slide already, I'm just basically copying this code from one place to the other. So what we need to do is set this to change the card width and the card height every time. Let me just copy this. Let me just move this from one place to the other. A bit of a mess. Sorry. Okay, so now what we can do basically now is just set this style. Again, I'm just gonna delete this. I thought of using this as some way of debugging stuff. So now I'm gonna get rid of this span. Alrighty. So now we can directly set this width and this height over here. Width, and this is going to be card width, and obviously we're gonna have card height. Going to be height, and we're going to do the same for this one other card down here. So now if we jump back to our player, we're going to see that somehow the cards are the same. It's just the we need to change some stuff up here. So just so that you can see that this is changing, we're just gonna change this name as well. And again, if I run this, you can see up here things are changing, right? Things are moving. That's what we want. And it's changing basically because we have specified the social networks over here, and we're creating a new sequence for each one of these social networks, and each sequence has one of these card components that I'm defining in here. Okie-dokie. The next step is we need to calculate. We need to move. As you can see, we need to move one of these divs, because these are actually divs, over the other one, right? And to do that, we can basically just use the frame. We need to modify the width of this second component of this second div based on which frame we're on currently. So we're going to do that with another constant. So in here, I am wondering, how do we access the current frame? Let me just check something quickly. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another card duration. This has to be a number, and we're just gonna destructure it from here. card duration, and now we need to modify this our hello world component down here to pass card duration, and this card duration is going to be basically our sequence duration. So that's pretty much it, what we need to do. And now here's when people say that you need maths if you're a programmer, because we're gonna do some basic math over here. So we're gonna take the card duration and we're gonna divide it by frame, and on top of that we're just gonna multiply it by the card height. Now we can just change this sorry, not okay, width. We're gonna multiply by the card width, not the card height. And we can just come here and modify this, and let's just go and see what did we achieve right now. Well, it doesn't look like we have achieved anything. So again, let's just try to debug what's going on. Would you create a progress bar with that? Yes. You'll see it's just going to look awfully a lot like a progress bar. Let's just increase the font size in here. Font size. Let's just do like 5 EM. So I can see there is something weird going on there. Let's just try to identify why is that. So we have card duration and we have. So let's just show card duration and card duration and frame. What I'm going to do is going to look very, very similar to a progress bar. Okay, I can see what's going on. So the card duration is 50, and obviously we're performing a division by 0. That's where it dies. So we need to instead, you see, that's where maths come very, very handy. Okay, so that's it. We're on the right path. So again, let's just set this color background color equal to first card dot color. And now you can see that this is going to start looking like a lot like a progress bar, right? And that's sort of like the effect that we're after. It looks more or less like what we're after. We're getting there. We are getting there. So don't stress. We're good. So now we're just basically gonna change this for first card dot text. And now let's just play this. As you can see, now we have this sort of like nice animation, right? So that's sort of like just one of the first steps that we're going after. Okay, so we have. Okay, just. Hey, what's up, Willish? Welcome to the train wreck. Welcome to the mess of stream. Let's just start a new GitHub repository. Add everything. Git commit -m. first version, because that's basically the first version that we're working on. And there we go. Now we can, what I'm going to do now is to add the icons, because obviously what's a nice social card if we don't have the icons? So let's just Google a little bit more. Oh my god, this is awful. I hope someone's taking some knowledge out of this, and if not, I'm really sorry. Just something that I really wanted to do. It didn't turn out as I wanted it to be, but hey, we're here, so what the hell. Font awesome React. So now what we're going to do is, again, just the basic stuff for a programmer. Copy code and paste it in our terminal and executing it without even noticing or without checking what the hell are we doing. You know, basic programmer stuff. Everyone has done that. No shame in that. Next step, let's just copy more stuff. I'm gonna use these ones as well, and I'm going to use these ones. What I'm doing here is I'm just installing Font Awesome to be able to use the Font Awesome icons in my React application, and those in my video. Okay, and lastly, I want to install the brands icon pack from Font Awesome, because basically Twitter, Discord, and all the social networks are inside these brand SVG icons. Now the next step is setting up Font Awesome to be able to use them. And what we need to do right now is essentially, if I recall correctly, we just need to copy this bit of code. We need to set up our icons. Basically, I really don't understand why, but we need to do that. So just do it. Let's just follow me. So that's pretty much it. We need to import like free brands icons, so that's fine. That's why this one's here. We don't need the square or the coffee icon, so let's just delete it. And this thing is complaining that we don't need this React DOM, so let's just save it and see if it's, yep, good enough for me, good enough for everyone. And how can we get to use the icons? So what we need to do is let's just move this over here, import. I am not lying, but this is what sometimes programming looks like. Just trying to fit your basically trying to make your, how would you call this? It's not so much about knowing the language or knowing the tools. It's more about what tools to use. Like for example, in this case, I know I want some icons. I know Font Awesome has icons, and I know where to use the icons. I just need to learn how to use them, like actually installing them in my React package and in my React application, and then using them. Okay, so now we have Font Awesome icon. Obviously this is wrong. This is wrong. I cannot do this. What I can do is to create an icon. And I can just be like Font Awesome icon, and then, or I can just basically directly call it myself. Let's just learn a little bit more before we do something stupid. Okay, cool. First icon, and that's something we can do. And instead of Google here, we're just gonna use first card dot icon, and now we can just But instead of using this, we can just tell it to use our first icon, and the same for this one, right? And now let's just run our server again with npm start, and let's see what we have over here. Hopefully this will work. We have put so much effort, and that's it. That's what we wanted, right? Now we have a nice, beautiful icon along with in our banner, in our card, right? So you see we're getting there slowly, and a bit. It's taking its time, but we're getting there. All right, just keep on bearing with me, please. Now, what I want this to do is to transition between different cards, right? So I want this thing to go from Twitter to Discord, and then let's make this Facebook, and so on. That's what I want. So now I'm gonna modify my card component to receive yet another card that is going to be next card. I'm gonna change this name to be current card. That's it. And obviously we need to change all the references. First card is no longer first card. It's just going to be current card. This one is going to be. So now I need to modify this one. Now in here I'm gonna use next card. I'm going to use next card in here, and the color for this one is going to be current card. Sorry, not first card, but current card. And obviously I need to get it from here. And again, I need to change this name. Current icon. Oh my god, sorry, this is such a mess. A very messy stream. I'll accept it. I'm really sorry. I didn't think it was going to be like this, but as I said, here we are. Let's just make the most out of it. Next icon. So this is going to be next card icon. And obviously we need to change this next card icon. This is going to be current icon. And there we go. Now, obviously, this is complaining because we haven't passed. First of all, we changed this. So this, instead of this being first card, this is going to be current card. And now this thing is complaining because we need to pass next card as well. So this one that we have over here. So what we're going to do is do next card equals, and I'm pretty sure this is a very, very nasty thing to do. We shouldn't be doing this, but this is the only way that comes to my mind right now. Obviously we can just come back and refactor this in the future. So we're going to select social network in the position idx +1 modulo social networks dot length, so that when it reaches the end, it just wraps around and starts from the beginning again. But just for a good safe measure, let's just put that in between parentheses, and let's just jump back to the code. And as you can see, there is some magic working on there, right? There is something going on there. We're getting there again. We're reaching the point that we want, where we want to be. So hopefully what I've been doing so far has been, I would dare to say, not so messy, but I know it was messy. I would like to say has been insightful, at least has inspired you to start using Remotion, or maybe to learn React, one of those two things. But okay, here we go. Again, as always, let's just try to push these changes. Or let's just try to save these changes. Git commit, git add instead. Add everything. Okay, what the hell? Oh, okay, I made a silly mistake. Let's just go. Let's just jump into CD social banners. Git add everything. Git commit -m. Add icons. And that's it. Now we can keep on modifying our stuff. But first of all, I just want to show you that right now the size of these banners, of these transitions, is you can see the size over here up in this corner, right? It's like 920 by 180, right? 1080. What I want is my banners to be, the size I want my banners to be is very small, so that they fit in here. Well, in that tiny strip. So I'm gonna modify the size. Now, where do I modify the size? You might be asking. And to modify the size, we need to come here, and in the composition we need to change the size. Let's just make this, instead of 1920, let's just make this, let's say, just 600 pixels, and let's just put a height of, I don't know, 150 pixels. And we save, and again, we can see that there has been some change over here, right? Again, we can probably just come and change the font size. Let's just, instead of 4, let's just make it 2. Sorry, let's just make it 2 now. It'll be good. And there we are, right? Now this is something that I can use directly on my stream probably. I mean, it still looks very ugly. We can improve it with some CSS styles. But yeah, I mean, you get the idea. Hopefully you get the idea. Now, how the hell do I render this? How do I go around rendering this stuff? Let's just stop this terminal, and we can render this by running npm run build, not build but build. And what it's going to do is a bunch of fancy stuff. It's gonna start rendering my video. Oh my god, this was such a train wreck. So how is everyone doing? You can see some people have left already. Oh, I feel like this was like another interview. Hopefully I'm done with the interviews. Now I have a new job, which luckily is not anything about doing React stuff. I'm just doing this for fun. So let's just open the brand new video that was created based on what I've been programming. Okay, so that's a video, right? Now you can see that this is like a proper video. I am a bit worried about this white line over here, but maybe that's something we can fix later. But as you can see, this is now a video. This is something that we can basically use in our streams. And as CodeRoll was saying, it's basically it's kind of like a progress bar. So you can create progress bars, you can create animations, you can do all sorts of things with this tool, Remotion, remember. Okay, so let's close this. And I'm a bit concerned about that line that appeared in the video, but let's not worry about that. Let's just not worry about that for now, at least. Oh, I don't want to save this. I don't want this to be in. So we change the size. That's fine. What I still don't understand is so there are two things we can do now. We can either try to improve the appearance or I can try to explain you what's going on with all this. I have to eat, thanks. Do you have a schedule for English videos? I'll probably do English videos on Fridays. So if you wanna come and join, I promise next one is not going to be a mess like this one. I'll come more prepared, basically. But yeah, Friday is going to be English videos. English, and it's going to be about different stuff. Just tell me if you want to learn something. We can come up with a topic and study and practice our English. But yeah, I mean, thanks for coming, Code Ron. I'm glad you stayed over the train wreck. I wasn't expecting things to start going off so wrong at the beginning. Something went wrong with the cache or something, so that's why I put this face in the thumbnail. I was like, what the hell is going on? But yeah, in fact, I think I'm just gonna call it a day as well. After all, we did manage to get something to work. And if you're watching this, you can probably head over to some repository that I'll be putting in the description after this stream is over, where you can access this animation and all the code I was trying to write today. So yeah, I mean, let's just wrap it up. This was a bit of a mess. I am sorry. I hope this was useful for anyone, and obviously I'll probably just keep on working on this. Later you'll see the results of any sort of like videos that I make in the streams, because that's basically what why I wanted to learn React, just basically to do this. But yeah, thanks for coming, anyone who's still here. So yeah, let's just make it official. Probably Fridays is going to be English streams. I'm not sure about what language or what tools these things are going to be, but we'll do something. Oh snaps, I think I'm playing copyrighted music, which is just going to be very, very awesome when I get this stream taken down. Oh snaps, did you put some money there? Wow, thank you very much, Code Ron. Thank you very much. Thanks. Well, now we get to see this nice monkey over there. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. It's not necessary, but I do really appreciate that. Thank you very much. But yeah, so then I'll wrap it up. Thank you very much again. Thanks for coming. Thanks for the donation. I really appreciate that. And we'll see. Hopefully everyone should be able to come tomorrow to work with Jupyter Lab. That will be very, very prepared. Definitely, that will be far much more prepared than this one. So please come tomorrow, 10 a.m. Mexico City time. All right. But yeah, thanks again. Hopefully this was useful for anyone. Bye.